I was watching the latest Chadwick video that came out. It's a two-parter that is looking at building a goods yard, and seeing what Charlie was working on, I suddenly realised I had a problem with my goods yard, and that is that there's no way to get the locos out after the engines are in. So I've ripped most of it up, and it's time to rethink. If you recall, I had a goods line coming out from there, coming down here, and then splitting up, going through double slips and others to basically end up with 4 lanes or 3 primary lanes to the dockyard, and then a split out on the 4th lane which will go to some sort of engine shed. Problem being that on these long runs, and you can see what I've done already, when you had a loco, it couldn't come out. So what I've done, I've put a length of track in on each one. So the idea is that the train can come in, it can stop here, it can move, it can decouple, move forwards, and then shuffle out back through, and then parked back up here or here, I'll have a small shunter that can then come in and push the wagons to the end so they can then get loaded from the dock. Or it can break down the train and store it in what will be a couple of longer storage sidings here. So that's the plan. Now I've run out of medium left-hand points. So I need one here, I need one here. So I'm missing 2, I'll have to wait for a while till I'm next in the UK to get those. It's going to be a while. But what I'm going to do now is put the straights here and here to connect that up. Okay, I've got a bit of set track here. Just pop that in with one fish plate to get the length. That's fine. Bit of off-cut flex track. Just to get the length. And then you've got my track cutter. That's right where for double O gauge it's across, for N gauge it's above. 1. That might not be quite right, but that's fine, because I'm going to have isolated fish plates anyway, so it's not perfect, but that'll work a treat. So I'll just sand that down a bit at the edge, and then that can be fitted. Okay, for the back I've got another couple of small bits of track, just using up bits. Go in there, cut that to size. It should be from the side, but I'm trying to get the right dimensions. For track power, I must admit, I do secretly like these because I've got 2 bits of track here. What I can do is remove the fish plates and then back to the back, back to the back, and the red. Use these instead. I've just saved myself some soldering. These are my guilty pleasure or my secret. I don't know if they need to be a secret, but I think that's great because that's just saved me some soldering. So now I just need to mark where that's going. drill a hole and connect. easy is that? Same on the other piece. Back. And connect that in, and I've just realised I am missing some isolated joiners, so I will go and get some of those and pop them on. Okay, those are in and powered now. I'm going to glue everything down, but what I'm not going to do, of course, is glue this piece down because I need a left-hand point, and I just put that piece of track in now until I get the point I need. So here's the finished version for now. So we now have the end where the buffer stops will go. We then have the points, which go to double crossing, another point going there, which enables the loco to come in, disconnect here, move forwards, come back, and then a shunter to push the wagons back. That then carries along back to where we were before. And then we throttle back eventually to the main line coming in. So a bit more to do here still, but I've fixed the problem that I had, which was the main issue for now. What I should just point out is that, of course, I've got an awful lot of cabling to do. I've got to wire up about 8 to 10 point motors to make all this work. That's going to take a long time. I'll get around to it eventually.